Okay, so I've been invited here to tell a story, and I decided that I would use this opportunity to shed some light on what it's like to work as a cashier in a food store. Um, and one story that sticks out to me in particular is this one woman. And out of all the customers, the weird ones that complimented me on how well I smelled or um, I don't know, complimented me on my hair. This one kind of stuck out the most. And um, the woman had been a regular of mine, and I've been working at this food store for 4 years. So you get to know the faces, you get to know who comes in week to week and who buys what. And this woman came in my line one day, and she, at the end, was just so overjoyed with the way that I had bagged her groceries. And that was it for her. That was the I'm going to come in your line every chance I have. So I started to see her, once a week, every week, and we kind of got to know each other. And she was very friendly, and she would always say, how are you? How's it going? And usually kind of at the end there, she'd throw in her own kind of compliment. And I always kind of took them, with a grain of salt, and I thought she was just being really nice and really friendly. One time it was, you have very pretty eyes, and then the next time it was, you have a great smile, and at that point, of course, she decided, she asked me, she's like, can I call you Smiley? Because every time I see it, you're always smiling. And I found it a little funny, and, it's kind of like, well, I wear a name tag for a reason, but, I wasn't going to correct her, and she was just a nice lady. So, of course, weeks go by, see her, once a week, every week, and this one day in particular, she stops by, and this time she's not by herself. She has a boy with her, and he looks maybe like my age, maybe a little younger, and she says, "Oh, Smiley, I'm so excited. I'm so glad you're here. I brought my son with me." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And as I'm bagging her groceries, she turns to her son and she says, "Oh, Seamus, this is Smiley." And it took a minute to click, and I realized, and I had thought back, and she had asked me before, "Oh, are you Irish? You look it," and kind of smiled that one off as Smiley does. And it occurred to me in that moment that this woman who I'd been seeing week to week had actually been buttering me up and was trying to set me up with her son. Uh, and I have to say, that's probably one of the best stories I have when I was working at Redner's.